Hello, winners. Welcome to another financial market report as we go deep into the signal strategy. And we're doing our signal strategy research here, right? So the last signal strategy research was based on this account right here, which I am restructuring, turning it into an all Forex asset account. For now, this is a demo account, but for now, there's a mix of different assets from different markets. Now, it's good to have a mix of different assets from different markets. Okay, you got to diversify. So that's a very good thing. But for the sake of just understanding what's going on in every market, and I will have an account dedicated to, a variety account, a mixed account. And I'll have other accounts that are specifically based on certain markets because there's certain patterns that you could catch when you do that. Okay. And I want you guys to see that as well. If you have not joined us yet to become a Winner Circle member, I urge you to do that. It's only $29.99 for the subscription. It's monthly. And you get all of the benefits. Go to win.university to check those benefits out. We also have a section for our members who want to have free signals. Okay, we have 30-day and 60 days free signals. And there's certain things you got to do in order to qualify for that program. But we have it available, and this account is monitored by MyFXBook. I'm going to add the fourth account on here, but these are the three accounts that are currently on here, MyFXBook. And yeah, let's get right into the trades. So on the last one, I went over the NASDAQ. So I'm going to close these out. I forgot to close them out on the last video. So let's go ahead and close these out. I'm going to close that out and collect. We did the research on that. I urge you to check out that video if you haven't. And that'll give you an idea where we are with the NASDAQ. I'm going to go ahead and go to another index as well, as I'm clearing all of this out so we can make room for Forex assets only for this particular account. Okay. So the next index we're going to look at is the S&P 500. Not a lot of profit. That's okay. But still, we want to see if our Forex Helper strategy from the technical analysis as well as the fundamental analysis are in agreement. Okay? So that's what we really want to know. So let's do that. So let's go to the first perspective. And we are going to look for the S&P 500. Okay. And we're going to go to the first perspective. Now, if you didn't catch the previous video, I'm going to mention it on this video. But if you didn't catch the previous video, go ahead and check it out. I talk about the four perspectives of the Forex Helper Strategy in my research toolkit that helps me understand better which direction everything is going, okay? And even the tools that are used, let me go ahead and save this so next time it'll pop up automatically. Okay. And so what we see here is powerful confirmations, and those powerful confirmations include the following. This tool here, we obviously see that it is above. There's a line that's here. So it's in the top portion, in the top hemisphere. All right, buy territory. And we obviously see that we have a very strong buy signal with a very strong crossover. And the same is true here. We got the crossover. This is the true value, by the way. And definitely moving in a very great direction. Makes it even more powerful that it's above the black line. So let's look at another perspective here. All right, clear this out. Let's look at another perspective here. Now, as you can see, this one is very, very powerful here as well, as it's above the black line with the crossover. The only thing is we do see some pressure. Now, this is going to be short term because eventually we're going to run into a green buy. All right. But for now, there's pressure. And that kind of explains why it took so long. This was September 23rd, okay, which was my birthday. I took this trade and we're only $10, but that explains why. I mean, this honestly explains why there was a long period of time in this area here where there was pressure, and there's still some pressure. There's still some pressure because we have not got out of that red yet. Another perspective here. Now, with our last perspective, very interesting. This is very fascinating here. I have to zoom in a little bit more on this one. Okay. So we see that it's just starting to give us a promise that we are getting out of that pressure that you saw on the second perspective. We're getting out of it. Okay. That's a very powerful insight right here. But we also have some very interesting insights here, as we can see. All right, let me see. As we can see, this line here is also after having gone through a dive. Hopefully what we want to see is as these start to move up, both of these, okay, this one and this one, as this starts to move up, the green right here and the blue right here, we want the blue to cross over here. We want this green to continue to extend up. And then that'll be a very good time to really get in. I mean, now is also a good time to get in, but that would be a very perfect execution. And that would be the execution that I'm really looking for when I'm looking for a trade to really invest in. But let's go into the fundamental analysis. And another thing here, the Forex Helper Strategy and the signals that we do, all of them are found here on this document known as the Financial Market Report. Okay, Financial Market Report. And we have all the signals that are listed here: stock, Forex, cryptocurrency, commodities, and indices. All right. But let's look at the S&P 500. I just put SPX, and it should know what that is, hopefully. Okay. Oh, look. Awesome. It even gave me a little snapshot. That's awesome. I like that. All right. So what I'm looking for here, again, since it is for an overview, and I will go more in depth through our Substack. So look out for that. Join our Substack. But we do see a lot of very insightful things that we need to go dive deeper in. But for now, let's just look at the sentiment. Now, the sentiment here got cut off. That means I got to back out and open another chat. Let me open another chat thread. And then I'm going to open that back up again. If you're having that issue and you see some blank stuff. Yeah, okay, there you go. Bullish. Okay, volatility from earnings. Okay. So we do have neutral to bullish sentiment, and that matches with our technical analysis. So that's all I want to see for now, if it matches with our technical analysis. That's the main important thing here. And I don't want to go deeper than that. I know this video is a little shorter, but that's okay. Let me close this out. And I forgot to close out the other NASDAQ. So let's close that out and see where we're at. All right, let's close that out. All right, I'm a little bit in a rush because I want to see if I could beat the clock before 2 o'clock. It's 1:35 p.m. If you really want to know, yeah, that's what's going on. I'm rushing a little bit. So we're currently collected 914. And this account, let's see which one is this. That's 9189. Let me see, tick mail. Let me see. What's the amount on here? 59.54. Let's look at the MyFXBook and see exactly. Yeah. Okay. So that's the account that's here at the bottom with the 7.08% growth. So obviously we're going to see more growth because we just collected, right? So that 7's going to change soon. All right. All right. So now that actually concludes, as we're going to get more deeper into this account, figuring out what we're going to keep, what we're going to let go, et cetera, et cetera. All right. And remember, only winners invest in their minds for wiser returns.